Hello again. So back to my drawing board. So I've scrolled back to these two lovely gentlemen that I looked at the other day, and the other day I read the gentleman on the right, and now I'm looking at the man on the left. So it is a reading for Ashley. So I'm looking at the man on the left this time, and he feels so different from the other man, you know, like he's got a firmness to him that the other one didn't. Like the other one's so soft and gentle and that, but this one's still really nice and everything. It's just that he was very firm, or set on his ideas and set in his ways, and knew how he liked things and what he liked, and he really like it really feels like he was big on fairness, you know. He didn't like other people being taken advantage of in any way, you know. It was something that did actually really kind of get to him. And then what I had was, he actually felt like he was in a bit of pain in that as well, you know. Like I feel like I'm aching a lot and just sore all over, that sort of feeling. Not to put a big low on it, but he did really struggle with having to address pain and that, you know, and I think he was on medications and things as well. I'm looking at stock sales, but so I think those are the like sales that people have with animals. I think it's that sort of stock. I don't know if he knew some people in farming and all of that sort of thing, but it's like stock sales. I don't know what that's about. He said something about his hand not working either, so I think something happened with his hand at some stage, or maybe it was just bad arthritis or something like that feeling, you know. And I get the name Roger, and I get the name Christopher as well. He's also showing me an engagement ring. He says he's holding out this ring, and I'm getting a feeling that it's an engagement ring. And then he goes, I said, oh, does that belong to someone or something? And he goes, oh, that's to be used, you know. So either somebody is about to get engaged, or there's an engagement ring that's getting handed down or something, and it's still to be used and getting handed down to use. So I don't know, that hopefully will make some sense in time if it doesn't today, that sort of feeling. I feel really close to a daughter, but it might be a granddaughter, and it might be him that, it might be you that he's talking about, you know. No, it feels more like a daughter, like I get a daughter so close and him supporting her at the moment, like she's being, I kind of get the same feeling that I get off people when they have spirit around, when they're going through healing processes and things like that, that are assisting in that balancing of the body's energies and everything. It's like he's around some female here that feels like a daughter or daughter-in-law, but it's because helping to create balance with their energies and that, you know, but it's a supportive role to her, which feels really good to him, because he can still play that role and play that part in life and everything, you know. He's mentioning a Frank too, and then he kind of laughs, and so that might be somebody that's there with him. Yeah, and I get good bloke. But he feels so different from the other grandfather, but they're both nice, just very, very different people in their own right and everything, you know. Like he felt more, this one that I'm talking to at the moment feels more like he liked to be in charge a little bit, like to make sure everything was organised, didn't like things overlooked. He liked things, he said, I liked things going to plan, and I liked things running smoothly, and I liked everybody to be organised, and that feeling, you know. And then he's pulling up this cake, so I'm looking at like a banana cake, quite a big one. So I don't know whether that represents a birthday or something before he crossed, or one around now, but it'll be one or the other, so one or the other. I get a lot of sympathy when I look, like with the other gentleman that I spoke to sooner, and you know, earlier on and everything, it was like with him, it was like he had this acceptance of his crossing and the struggle that he went through, even though he was in